This is the best time to buy Render and I will tell you why. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Doug and in today's video I'm going to explain to you why this might be the perfect moment to start buying Render and also give you my Render price prediction for the coming weeks. So the first topic I want to talk about today is what actually happened with Render in the last 1-2 months. So basically what we saw in March is that we topped all the way up to like $13.6 but then came down all the way back to like $5.7, $5.8, which was actually a major correction for Render. For the people who don't realize yet, this was a correction of basically like 57%, and this doesn't happen very often to Render. Basically, the last time a correction like this happened to Render, it was all the way back in 2023, which was basically the best buying opportunity back then. Because from May 2023 all the way to September 2023, Render corrected 58% as well. And from that point, if you don't know yet, Render basically went from the lowest point there to the highest point there, plus 1000%, or basically in 11x, which is incredible. But of course that's the past and nobody knows if the past will actually be the future, but it's looking very bullish for Render, and later in this video I'm going to tell you about everything what's coming in the next week. But this bottom, not really this bottom, but the bottom we had like 3 days ago was actually a perfect bottom, because if you take a look at the charts, we can see that it bounced perfectly off like the daily support. I actually tweeted about it as well because it was really obvious, because in my tweet basically on May 1st I actually said that this would be one of the best buying opportunities, and it bounced perfectly. The same day as well, when Render was trading at $7, I tweeted its post saying at this point it is riskier not to be in the market than be out of the market, because Render was showing exceptional strength. What I mean with this, if you take a look at the Bitcoin chart, you can see that Bitcoin was pressing all the way down to like 56k and was trying to get lower, but Render was showing incredible strength and kept being above $7. The same thing didn't happen back when Render had his biggest correction in like April 16th, because if we take a look at April 16th, which is basically like this day, we can see that Bitcoin only went down to like 61.5k, but Render went down to like 5.80, which was basically the weekly support. But this time it was different. It just kept showing incredible strength, and that's why I made the tweet that it would be riskier not to be in the market than to be out of the market. But there were more things happening around the $7. A lot of big whales were actually buying. Like this is one example of basically a dormant whale that didn't trade or do anything for 2 months and then suddenly started buying Render, and not a little bit. He bought 750,000 Render tokens in 24 hours, basically worth $5 million at a price point around $7 something. So when big whales out of nowhere start buying this kind of prices, you pretty sure know that the bottom is near. The same thing happened with Bitcoin at 56. You could see like 50,000 Bitcoins being bought on this day alone. And another great indicator why this might be one of the best buying opportunities is the fear and greed index. So I basically faded this for way too long. Like it's basically, in my opinion, one of the best indicators, because it was the first time that it went under 50 for a very long time. And basically what happened here was like it bottomed to like 47, and that was basically the bottom. But to prove you that this is such a good indicator, let's take a look at the extreme greed date. So take a look, it's like March 16, March 19. So, and let's go back to Render. So basically what was Render doing back then, March 16? Oh wait, it was the local top. When it was extreme greed, it was the local top. When the fear was maximum, it was the local bottom. And you might be, Doc, yeah, well, this is just us being lucky. Well, no, let's go back to the bottom of the bottom. Extreme fear in September, which was basically the bottom. Let's say 12th of September. Let's go to the render price on 12th of September. What was the price? So let's go back. So 12th of September, render was only trading at $1.40. So this was extreme fear, and we were trading at the lowest point ever. Then we went to extreme greed at the highest point ever, back to normal stages, which is still really good. We're in a bull market, so neutral means that it's actually very good. I'm gonna check out the next render top, next time we're at extreme greed at what we're trading. But of course, later in this video, we'll be talking about what I expect the render price to be in the coming weeks. So right now, guys, don't sideline or don't fade this fear and greed index, because I've done it for way too long and it's actually showing very good entries. So now let's start with the second part of this video, which will be my render price prediction for the coming weeks. But before I do this, if you want to buy render, Bitcoin and over 1,000 other crypto coins while getting $30,000 in bonuses and rewards, just as shown on screen, just go to the top of the description and click on the partner Bybit link, or on the partner Bluffin link if you don't want to use KYC. And once you're on the partner page, be sure to see my name at the top so you can get the lowest fees in the crypto space and also up to $30,000 in rewards for just depositing and buying crypto. So in my opinion, the next month is gonna be very, very exciting for render. The reason are two major catalysts which are going to happen. So the first one basically is the Nvidia's earning, which has been a big catalyst in the past and was actually the start of the render rally in February. So this thing will happen on May 22nd, which is basically in less than 3 weeks. And the last time we saw an event like this, we actually saw render rally 1 week advance. So basically the last one was I think February 19, 20, and basically on February 12th or on Monday, we actually saw render preparing for this event, because render, as you know, is a top AI coin and actually rallies when Nvidia does well. And what basically happens with these kinds of events is when Nvidia pulls good numbers, Nvidia skyrockets, but also AI coins, because this is not a sell the news event. If the numbers are good, it will go up again. And we saw that as well. Render went from at the beginning it was let's say 4.6, it went to 5.8 and then straight to 7.4 because of the good news. And then there was a second catalyst, which was basically on March 20th, which was the GTC Nvidia, which actually render presented on, and it started the second rally. And this time we're gonna be very, very lucky because we're gonna have 2 rallies as well. So first on May 22nd, we're gonna have the Nvidia earnings, and then the next big event will be Apple's WWDC on June 10th, where they will be actually talking about iOS 18's new AI features. So we got Nvidia earnings, which actually, if it does well, everybody's gonna talk about how much GPUs AI needs, how important Nvidia is for AI. This will rally AI coins. And then Apple finally talking about AI features. And they're talking about so many AI features. Basically a new version of Siri is more intelligent and based on large language model technology, similar to platforms like ChatGPT, definitely AI, and Google's Gemini AI. New AI features for Apple Music, AI integration into Pages, AI features on Xcode, an upgraded version of Spotlight Search that is powered by generative AI, a very, very important thing in the AI world, and more things related to AI. So we're getting another double rally, which we basically saw in February, March, which could be very, very bullish for render. But how high could this rally actually go? That's the most important question, and I'm going to try to answer it right now. So a very important thing about whales buying as well is that whales usually tend to buy at a 4-5x. Like, whales are not gonna sell straight away because they're gonna not get the liquidity out that they want, because they want to sell at higher prices. They usually want to like 2-3x. So if you want to do 2-3x and you're a whale, you cannot sell at 2-3x because there will not be enough buyers. So to be able to sell at 2-3x, you need to go up to 4-5x. So that's basically how whales work. And I've seen this in the past as well, where actually whales bought at like 140 and sold off a lot at $7 in February. So they want to get the 4-5x. So what they did is they bought at $7. So if we go back, they basically bought this bottom. Like, whales are always lucky, I know. So if we take a look at this bottom and we basically add like a 4-5x, how forward yet you go? So we take the bottom, they bought, this whale bought it like 7, so we take 7 really easily. Let's go to 7 and then a 4x, so that's plus 300%. That will bring us to like 28. A 5x would bring us to like all the way up to like, let's say 36 something. So this would be a price range in which a whale would be happy to sell. So that's very, very important to notice. So will it go this fast like June to like 35? It's possible. It just depends on how fast that render can break this $10. Because what people don't know yet is that the last time that render went above like 10.5, 10.6. So basically here, it just catapulted straight to 13. So if it can manage to break this 10.5 and start rallying above 13, it could go very, very fast. We saw the same thing last year basically when the Apple event happened. Render surged like 200% very, very fast, but that was kind of sell the news event because Apple didn't talk about AI last year. Everybody was like, Apple is going to talk about AI, it's gonna be very big, but wait, this year? AI features, it's gonna be about AI and they're gonna talk about big AI things, and this could actually get us going to a second rally. Like, we're gonna need more rallies. Like, normally in a Bitcoin halving year, we get a rally in the summer as well. So basically what could happen, again, this is not financial advice, we could pull with the Apple event all the way to like 22, 23, maybe a setback. It's always possible to like 13, a previous all-time high, and then just go straight to 40. Like, this is not financial advice, it's my opinion, but we could get something like this going up to like 20, then down back towards 13, and then we could go up again. Like, we go back down to 13, 14, and then we just go up again and all the way up to 40, maybe 36. And this is the point where actually whales might start selling on us. So whales will sell. Like, they're not long-time holders like us. We have been holding since 40, 50 cents and we want to get great prices. But yeah, we'll just see what happens around these prices between the 28 of the 36. And this time I'm definitely gonna check the fear and greed index. Let me see, when renders 28, are we actually in extreme greed as well? So pay attention to that. And maybe this time will be the first time that I have a trade bag as well, which I bought a lot of tokens, which at $7 a spot. I don't leverage. Leverage is kind of dangerous, but I'm just going to try and see if I can sell this stop. Just try it, because I bought at $7 as well, 4-5x. You need cash as well, because you never know what can happen. Something bad can happen in the world and it can crash really hard. And if you don't have money, you're actually exposed as well. I'm just going to pay very good attention to this fear and greed index. And of course, if you want to know when I will be selling, talking about render and all bullish things, be sure to follow me at The Real Doc on Twitter, because I always post things about render. So just like I posted the 6.9 could be the actual bottom, just like I posted at this point it's be riskier not to be in the market at $7. Like, this is the easiest way to keep up with real life data which I'm sending. Like YouTube, I'm making a video once a week, so if I am actually doing selling on Monday. It might take till Saturday before you notice, so definitely be sure to follow me on Twitter. Is the best way to know when I talk about really low price points and buying opportunities. Other from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like if you did. Once again, follow me on Twitter @RealDog for the best update. Also, click on the screen right now if you want to find my bull run top price prediction. Subscribe to my channel for more crypto content and YouTube. Until next time.